Oh, that was pretty painless, wasn't it? Right, now, is there anything that you think Adam didn't cover there that you want to ask him about? So, now's your chance. So, go ahead.
Are we getting it uncut over here, or are we having American cut?
You're getting it uncut in theaters here. Yeah, the UK likes their violence more than America does, apparently. America loves their violence as long as we're shooting bombs at somebody else for some shit, but God forbid this happens.
It's an 18 rating here, though, isn't it?
It's an 18 rating, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it, but at Comic-Con, at the Heroes speech thing, and Peter Petrelli had a Hatchet army.
Yeah, Milo is a good friend of mine, and he had told me he was going to do that. And at Comic-Con, he got up wearing the Hatchet Army shirt, and it did so much for us because people who weren't necessarily horror fans saw that, and they're like, oh, what is it? And he talked about it.
So I'm standing this side so they can actually get you on the...
Sorry. Sorry. I actually have this new series, this little thing that's on MTV in America right now. I don't know if they're doing it here yet. It's called It's a Mall World, and it's a short film series that I wrote and Milo directed. And Milo's also producing my next film with me called God Only Knows, which we're hopefully going to be starting before the end of this year. It's a romantic comedy.
With a Beach Boys song there, could it be?
If we can paint
Afford it,
watercolors
right.
with Brian Wilson, maybe.
Anyone else? Or did we really cover it all, do you think? Oh, there we are, Paul.
Are they going to do action figures?
I actually got to wear the Halloween mask the other day, the Victor Crowley mask, which was very exciting to actually walk in and see it and put it on and walk around with it on, which was great. Those are going to actually start selling on the website in the next 2 weeks. But I think what they're doing is they're not going to actually show what it looks like. You can pre-order it because they don't want it online before the movie comes out. And we have been talking to all the places like NECA and McFarlane about action figures. So we'll see what happens with that. I like the whole marketing money side of things. I don't know anything about that. I have no idea.
But you are going to make something out of it?
Me, probably not.
Ah.
Yeah. Even like this, people are like, oh, well, he's just saying that we need to go support it because he wants it to make money. Believe me, I'm the last one who gets anything from this. It's going to make a lot of other people rich who had nothing to do with it whatsoever. A bunch, yes. They're always like, we loved Hatchet. What do you think about prom night? I'm like, let me show you what I think about prom night. Prom night, then there was a great call about April Fool's Day. We need you to rewrite it and make it funny. I'm like, no. What else are they, like Silent Night, Deadly Night is coming up soon. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the Halloween remake. Like, I want to see Rob hit it out of the park because of all the shit he's taken for doing it. And like, I can't imagine to be in a more difficult situation than remaking the holy grail of slasher films. So I hope it's good, and it does well. But if it doesn't, I'm sure they're going to sort of taper back on the remakes. Not to mention the fact there's nothing left to remake. They sent me, what do you think about the house on Sorority Row? I'm like, no one saw it the first time. And they're like, well, it's a prepackaged title, though. Fans like that. I'm like, no, they don't. They don't want it. And they're like, and we're also going to make it PG-13. Awesome. Sir? Next year. But I did actually I had a meeting with a producer named Roy Lee. Roy did The Ring and The Grudge, and he's actually a great producer. I to his office, and he was looking at Hatchet, and he was like, well, what's going on with this? I'm like, it's not even out yet, dude. At least give me a year and then remake it. I would actually like to see the remake of this, because it would probably have to be PG-13, and it would all be CG, and Victor Crowley would have like a tail and stuff like that. He'd look more like Calibus than the Elephant Man. Write that down.
Anyone else?
Has Hatchet led you to meet many of your directing heroes, and how have you sort of coped with meeting any of those people?
Oh my God, let's see. Well, one of the directors that I'm meeting with now, who's actually going to be involved in God Only Knows, which this is like the first time I'm actually announcing this because I'm not supposed to yet, is Chris Columbus, who loved this. And so that was amazing. And John Landis called me, and it was fucked up because I was moving my office the next day. and changing my phone number. And he called and left a message, and it was just, actually I can probably repeat it word for word. It's like, hey Adam, it's John Landis. He's like, I wanted to talk to you about Hatchet. I'm gonna give you a call next week. And didn't leave his phone number, and I changed my phone number the next day. But I'm supposed to be meeting him within the next month. There's like a dinner I'm going to, and then there's also like I think a lunch that I'm having with him, which I'm really excited about. Meeting Beekler was obviously amazing. And then just some of the other people who are even like working now that I'm just huge fans of. Joe Lynch, who's here this week with Wrong Turn 2, at the Fangoria convention, we got to meet Neil Jordan. And you know, we just walk up and he's like, oh, I've heard great things about Hatchet. And I'm just like, dude, the scent is so fucking good. It's so fucking good. And even like last night, we both walk over to him and like, you know, we're talking to everybody here like, hey, what's going on? And they were like, hey, Neil.
You mean Neil Marshall?
Yes, Neil Marshall. So Jordan.
I was going to say, I was trying to think what film it was. Interview with the Vampire? I don't think
God,
so.
yeah.
Right. Yes.
I did, and I never finished it. And I need to see it again, because everyone loves that movie. And like, I don't know, I think I saw it on cable or something, and I came into it late, and I didn't like, I just couldn't get into it. And I got to see it again, because like everyone's saying like, it's the same type of thing where it's really funny, and then you got like the monster and the whole thing. So I have to see that one again. Is that Lionsgate? Who has that?
Can't remember. Tartan had it here, didn't they? Yeah, because we showed it a couple of FrightFests ago. Anyway, any more? Because we've got to wind this up before we move on. Any other questions?
Oh, wait,
No.
before we wind up, so I am going to sign for you guys, but I do have some things that I brought over for you.
Oh yeah, I need one T-shirt.
Yes,
So I did promise one to somebody. Adam's going to sign these nice little autopsy photographs for you.
Okay, let's see. First of all, this is what Anchor Base sends me with. I'm like, can you send me with some stuff to give away to the fans and stuff? Yeah, here's 3 shirts. Thanks. We have an official Hatchet Army T-shirt, but it's a woman's small. Is there a small woman in the right here? Oh, got it. Okay, and then you've seen these guys wearing these. I saved you one over there.
Oh, thanks very much.
These were the crew T-shirts that were only given to the people who worked on the film, and we had some extra ones from people that we just never could track down in New Orleans, and so now we're giving them out. And the way to tell that they're real is that on the back of the shirt, because there's fake ones on eBay that somebody's been making and selling, the word cemetery is spelled wrong. And I'd love to say that we did that on purpose, but I'm actually just an idiot. And I'm always wearing concert shirts, so we made the crew shirt look like a concert tour shirt. And also, the skeletons have little hatchet slashes in them. That's how you know that you have a real one if you ever can get your hands on one. See, cemetery has an A.
All right.
Funny thing is, Kane Hodder, one of his like kind of idiot savant things is he's a very good speller. And he's in the full makeup. He can only see out of one eye. And I walk over, I'm like, what do you think of the shirt? It's fancy, huh? And I just go like this. And he just goes, does it bother you that cemetery's spelled wrong? I'm like, what? Fuck! So we got a men's large here, right there. Sorry. Oh, I'm supposed to go to him behind you.
Pass it
Sorry.
behind you.
And this is a, what size is this one? Men's extra large.
Oh, okay.
Extra large, right here. So, right here, up and up.
That's it.
And
Listen,
that's it. So I'll be over there.
I hope you enjoyed that. Adam, I mean, he can talk the hind legs off a donkey, can't
Thank
he?
you very much.
And he's here again for Spiral, which you must see. All right? It's a really good picture.